Well, my 2000 Jetta, very difficult starting this morning, and the check engine light came on, so I put it back in the driveway. Let's see if it's thrown any codes. So I've got my very inexpensive code reader here. We've never plugged one of these in before. It's down here under the dash. Yikes, can you see it? It's the pink connector right there. Okay, she's in. Now to read these codes, you put the key in the ignition and turn it well, we gotta stop the seatbelt, don't we? So that you get your lights on. Dash lights, that would be. Alright, so now let's press enter. Engine codes, yep, enter. Read the engine codes, yes. And you'll hear the dash clicking. This tells us we have 8 engine codes, DTC, diagnostic trouble codes. Here's our first code, and it's 17633, so we would write that down. And let's scan through all these codes. Press the scan button. Number 2 is 17634. Scan. I guess that's scroll, sorry. 17635. Scroll. Code 4 is 17636. Code 5, 17859. Code 6, 17829. Code 7, 17833. Code 8, 17880. Erase it? No, not right now. So we can scroll through. Those are all engine codes. I think that's the extent of what we've got. You could read these other codes, but we don't need to do that right now. Exit? Yes. Okay, so then the next thing we would do is write all those codes down. Really bright today, which I've done here. And then you can look them up, and we get secondary, start at the bottom here, evaporative emission control, short to ground, signal circuit open, secondary air, injection valve shorted to ground, and it's over and over and over. So what could possibly be causing all of these engine codes? Well, according to what people are saying in the forums online, it's the fuel pump relay. That would be marked number 409. It would be in position 4. There's your part number down the bottom, 1J0906383C. So thank you to all the people that have posted that. Let's see if we can get that out of there and take a look at it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is open this fuse panel. Usually this since we're working on the fuel pump, The fuel pump relay is number 28. I looked that up. Can't really tell from this legend, but that is what I looked up in my manual. Number 28, third up from the bottom, first position's empty. It's a 15 amp blue fuse. So first position is empty, would be this one. We want to get that out, so de-energize the fuel pump circuit. You can also take a quick look at it. Looks fine. That joint here would be, if it were blown, that of course would have a big scorch mark across it, but we are pumping fuel. It's just not working very well and it's very hard starting, but right now it would not pump fuel or start at all. We've de-energized the fuel pump circuit for safety. Oh, throw that in our can. Put the tool back so that we don't lose it. All right, now the next thing we need to do is to get this trim panel off. And there are two T15 screws, T15 driver. There are two T15 screws holding it way down the bottom here. One is right here, right in the very corner, up in this well, and the other one is right here. And for reference, there's your brake pedal. The other one's here. Okay, so here's what's not obvious. This lower trim panel is attached to this side piece, which goes over the fuse box. So the whole thing, look at these tabs. Those tabs engage here, like that. So this whole thing comes out as one assembly. At least that's the easiest way to get it out. Okay, so we've got it off. We didn't break anything that wasn't already broken. You can see there's the little fuse holder that we use to extract the fuse. There's our fuse box. All right, let's get underneath it and try to find that relay. Oh, we have another panel to slide off. I forgot about that. Okay, this extra panel that's down here, it's held in place in the back. It catches into this white clip. Okay, so here's your brake pedal. The white clip is holding this panel, and that is why you have to remove the third screw. There's a third screw right here, and that screw is holding this panel. So I'm going to remove that screw right there and see if we can't get this out. Okay, that third screw has been removed. The panel drops down. Should pull out, but there we go. This really isn't that hard to do. It's pretty hard to do and film at the same time. Okay, let's put this away. We're looking for relay number 409. Let's see if we can get up under here. I see a 53, a 100. There we go. 409. It's the last one. Alright, now if I can pull that straight out of there. I'm going to need two hands for that, so put this down. Okay, got it out. Wasn't very hard. Just put a little screwdriver under it. That's also one reason why we took the fuse out. And just pried it, and it actually popped right out and fell down onto the floor. So not difficult at all to remove. Let's get it in the garage, take it apart, see what's wrong with it. Now, it's really cold out here today, so if I sound a little strange, it's because everything's freezing. Alright, I want to get inside where it's warm. Okay, because of these ridges, it doesn't look like this is going to come apart easily. But we'll try to take it apart. Before we do though, I'm going to use some of this nail polish to put a witness mark from the cover to this base plate, so that if we get it apart and get it fixed, we can at least put it back together the way it's intended to go back together. So that's the next step. Before we cut those ridges out and try to disassemble this, we're going to make a witness mark. Okay, there's the two red dots. Give that a few minutes to dry. Then we'll try opening this up. Well, I had no luck trying to pry it open. These two ridges, one here and one here, are quite solid. They're inflexible. So we're going to try cutting that ridge off with a Dremel tool. See if we have any better luck. Well, that was 2.5 speed. I guess we'll have to try again. Go a little faster. That was 4. Okay, there's the piece. Now, is one side good enough, or do we need to do both sides? Will it pry out now? Maybe not. All right, let's get the other one. That was 5. Okay, so we cleared that much plastic away, and now it pops right out. All right, let's get this thing under the magnifier and take a look at it. Well, I think we found the problem here. The solder work is surprisingly good. Unlike other relays that we've repaired, these joints right here and here are not cracked. Tested this cap. Tests good. However, the problem that just is jumping out, and I'll try to get some still close-ups to show it, these points are so burned. This is your relay right here, and these points close. They're so burned, it's beyond belief. Burned and pitted. So I'm going to try to get some close-up shots of that, then we'll sand them. See if we can clean those up and get this to work a little better. The only other thing I noticed, that's definitely bad right there. The only other thing I noticed is we've got some corrosion on these pins, these contacts. So we'll try to clean that up too before we put it back in the car. Clean up the contacts, file the points. That's all I'm seeing wrong with it right now. So we'll give that a shot, see how we make out. A little too thick. Look at the carbon that's coming off of those. Well, don't know how well the camera's picking this up, but instead of black pads, we see bare metal now on both of the points. Nice, shiny, bare metal. So we'll see if that makes a difference, and before we put it back, we'll clean these contacts up as well. A lot harder to do the backside. That spot right there that I didn't get. You see that difference in coloration right there? I'm going to work on that a little bit more. Well, not perfect, but certainly a lot better than they were. So I'm going to put this back together. We'll stick it in the car, see if we can clear those codes. Okay, got the relay back in. Now we're going to put this fuse back in. Okay, well, let's get the code reader reconnected and we'll see if we can clear those codes and start the car. Okay, we got the code reader connected. Got the key in the ignition. Just all right. We're up to here. Now we can scan, get those codes, and try to clear them. So we're going to enter the engine section. Gonna have to read it again. Yes. So we've got our same 8 codes again. So we enter. First code, enter there. Erase, yes. Erase, done. Yep. No codes, they're all erased. Excellent. Exit. There we go. With any luck, it'll start and run normally. Held the key too long there. I don't see any check engine light. Codes aren't coming back. Well, here's the plan. I'm going to leave all the covers down here off, and we'll drive it around for a few days and see how it is. If its codes don't come back and it runs and starts normally, we'll consider it fixed. Here, we try starting again. Usually we just kiss it. Take it around the block. No check engine lights. Seems fine. So home sweet home. So here we are. I'm going to block that. No check engine lights. Everything seems normal. I'd say it's fixed. Let's go see how much we saved. There's your part number, 1J0906-383. Note that this part was made in Germany on 3/5/99, so it's just a week shy of 25 years old. As of today, February 20, 2024, Chinese relays are anywhere between $11 and $26. I doubt you'd get 25 months out of those, let alone 25 years. And the OEM relays are $92 to $123. So I'd say we did pretty good. I want to thank VW Vortex for hosting an intelligent discussion of this problem. Consider this video confirmation of what the moderators have said. I hope it helps someone. If it does, leave a comment, especially if you have a slightly different problem or a variation of this problem. That's how we help each other. So check those comments. Thanks for watching.